started with the fun part of hypnosis. Now, what I'm going to do for you guys today is what I would consider normally a show that I would do for high school students or equivalent. And this is going to involve bringing several volunteers up on stage, hypnotizing them, and having them just have some fun with hypnosis. We're not going to do anything serious. We're not going to do anything therapeutic at all, because this is not a place to do therapy. So, before I bring you up, I mentioned earlier when we were asking questions, what makes you a good hypnotic subject? Three of the things I mentioned that are very important to me are good imagination, good concentration, and in this case, the ability to follow instructions. And what I'd like to do is start out with a few simple tests to find out if you're that person. So the first test is one of imagination. What I'd like you to do is imagine that in my hand, I'm holding a nice, juicy, yellow lemon. As you're imagining this, imagine I'm cutting the lemon in half. And imagine you're holding on to this half of the lemon. Imagine the smell of the lemon. Imagine the juice dripping down the side of the lemon. Imagine taking this lemon, putting it up to your mouth, and sucking on it. And as I did that, how many of you noticed your mouth water or pucker a bit, or kind of going ooh or How many of you noticed that? Raise your hand. Okay, that's a really good response. Well done, everyone. Okay, here we go. Now the second test is concentration. For this, I'd like you to take your arms and put them straight in front of you, something like this. As you're doing that, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment. As you close your eyes, I'd like you to imagine that in your right hand, you're holding a very heavy bucket of sand. Just imagine in your right hand a very heavy bucket of sand. As you're imagining that heavy bucket of sand, imagine in your left hand 100 helium balloons. Imagine in your left hand 100 helium balloons. As you continue to imagine that bucket of sand and all those balloons, keeping your arms where they are right now, open your eyes and look around the room. Okay, ignore your arms. Ignore your arms. And what you no doubt noticed was that there were some people who looked something like this. Not a lot of motion, not a lot of movement. There are some people who look more like this. Good, solid movement. There are a couple of people who look closer to this. Fantastic movement. Now the final test is that of following instructions. I'm going to do that test for those of you who would like to come up and volunteer to be hypnotized. So at this point, if you'd like to walk up on stage, we'll take as many people as we can. Imagine how the rest of you move these chairs back about 3 or 4 feet. If you grab a seat, just move these chairs back about 3 or 4 feet. Oh, we're going to keep the chairs. I just want to back them. Now, we've got one more chair over here for someone. Okay. It looks like we've got more volunteers than we have chairs at the moment.
There's a chair right there's a pile of chairs to the left there.
Well, I'll tell you what. For those of you who don't currently have a chair, why don't you guys step off to the side for a few minutes? I'm going to ask the two of you at the very end now if you guys can step off to the side a little bit too. So if anybody else who wants to volunteer to step down, if you want to come off and step off to the side, that'd be fine. Okay. Well, let's begin by giving a big round of applause to our volunteers. Thank you, everyone. And for those are off to the side, you can pay attention to what I'm doing here as well. So, as I've mentioned, the final test is that of following instructions. What I'm going to do is ask you a series of questions. If the answer to the question is yes, I would like you to raise your hand something like this. Do you understand these instructions? All right, you passed the test. Well done, everyone. All right. Well, now with that taken care of, I do have a very important safety instruction to cover. If you will notice, if you look down at your feet, and the people who are off the side can do this as well, look down at your feet, you'll notice there is a black wooden floor. If you follow that floor out, you come to something that looks kind of like a line. That line has what we call a very technical term. It's called the edge of the stage. Now, it is important during this demonstration, because you will be standing up and you will be moving. It is important that you stay on this side of the edge of the stage. In fact, you can see up here you've kind of got a white line and maybe kind of another, people up on stage, you can kind of see another line right about where I'm standing. Do not cross that line, because that way I know you are safe and you will not go over the edge of the stage. So not just the white one, but the one right after, the one right about, roughly right here. Hopefully you guys can all see that. Just kind of, okay. So please be aware of that. Now, during this demonstration, if at any point you're not sure where you are or not sure what's going on, simply open your eyes. You'll have your eyes open and stay in hypnosis. And that way you know you are safe. And I will let you know, if unfortunately you cross that line too many times or too fast or become too dangerous, even if you're my best subject, I'm going to have you step down for your own safety. So please be very aware of it. The other thing I want you to be aware of is we've got a lot of people up here on stage. So please understand that you do not want to run into the other people either. Be aware there's a lot of people around you. So keep in mind, whatever you do, that's a factor. So does everyone understand these safety instructions? All right. Well, now let's find out a little bit more about our volunteers. How many of you here are either freshmen or sophomores? Wonderful. How many of you are juniors? How many of you are seniors? All right, well, congratulations, seniors. And for the rest of you, we'll give you your congratulations in a year or two when you get there. So, now some good news. Those are the most personal questions I'll ask you the rest of the day. Now, the audience may ask you some more personal questions when we get to Q&A, but that's out of hypnosis. And you don't have to answer the questions that are too personal. So, that will be afterwards, not now. I will not be asking you anything more personal, and we're going to keep this nice and clean. So at this point, I do have two other questions to ask. First, have you ever been hypnotized before today? Nobody. Okay. Wow, I'm getting, this is like the fifth show in a row that's been nobody. That's wonderful. These make great shows. And finally, the most important question of all. Are you ready, right now, to be hypnotized?
Yes.
Okay, I see at least a couple of people who seem hesitant. Now, I'll be honest, we've got a lot of people who would like to be hypnotized. If you're hesitant or don't want to do this, I'll tell you right now, if you don't want to be hypnotized, I guarantee it'll fail. And I'd rather you even try, because it will not work. If you're hesitant, you're welcome to try, but you need to be ready to be hypnotized. If you're not, because we've got people who like to do it, I'd rather give up your space to them. So it's up to you right now. I will ask once again, are you ready right now to be hypnotized? Okay, good enough. And are you ready to see some hypnosis? Then I'm going to ask a favor of everyone, both the people in front and the people in the audience. For the next several minutes, while I'm doing hypnosis, I'd appreciate it if you're as quiet as possible. Most importantly, please, no talking. So thank you, everyone, for your cooperation. And for people waiting, hang in there. You're going to be up in, you may have an opportunity to be hypnotized in a little while. Now, What I'd like everyone to do is start out with your feet flat on the floor. And if you have your phone down there or something, you might want to move your phone off to the side because we don't want that to be damaged. And just remember where you put your phone. You go get it later if you get it. All right. Yeah. If you're worried about losing your phone, put it off to the side someplace. Do not leave it on stage because it could get stepped on. All right. Again, have your feet flat on the floor, right together. Now I'd like you to take your arms, and I'm going to have you take your arms and put them straight in front of you, something like this. As you're doing that, I'd like you now to focus on your thumbs. Just concentrate on your thumbs. As you're concentrating on your thumbs, I'd like you to push your hands as tightly together as you can. Press your hands as tightly together as you can. As you're putting your hands together, just imagine now that your hands are becoming glued together. Just imagine your hands gluing together, gluing tighter and tighter and tighter, gluing so tightly together right now that for a few moments, the harder you try to pull your hands apart, the tighter they stick together, starting right now. You try to pull your hands apart, the harder you try, the more sticking tighter and tighter and tighter. Your eyes are closing, 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 closing. So I touch your hands, they drop to your lap, and you relax 10 times deeper. Eyes closing, 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 hands dropping on down, eyes closing, closing, dropping on down, eyes closing, 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 dropping, dropping, eyes closing, right on down, dropping, 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 dropping deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Dropping, 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 dropping down, eyes closing, 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 dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, dropping deeper, 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 more and more relaxed, more and more relaxed, eyes closing, closing, dropping, dropping, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, more and more relaxed. And just letting your hands drop down deeper and deeper and deeper. Just dropping on down, dropping on down, dropping on down. And letting your hands just slide apart now if they haven't done so already. Just letting your hands slide apart if you haven't done so already. As you continue to relax. Continue to relax. Continue to relax. Just relax deeper and deeper and deeper still. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Focusing now on my voice. Concentrating on my voice. And as you focus more on my voice, every word I say helps you to relax deeper and deeper and deeper still. More and more relaxed. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. And as you continue to relax, there may be times when you become aware of outside noises. There may be times when you become aware of people talking or laughing or applauding. But if you notice that, you simply focus again on my voice and ignore the outside noises. Just ignore all the outside noises as you go deeper and deeper and deeper still. And as you relax even more, you now notice your eyes closing very tightly. Eyes closing tighter and tighter and tighter. Closing so tightly right now that for a moment, the harder you try to open your eyes, the tighter they're closing. The harder you try to open your eyes, the tighter they close. And now relax your eyes. Let them close naturally, normally. Relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper. Now you notice your arms, your hands getting very, very light. Your arms, your hands growing lighter and lighter and lighter, becoming light like helium balloons. Your arms, your hands are growing so light they begin to float and lift and rise right up into the air, getting lighter and lighter and lighter. If I give you guys a little push, that's just enough to get them started. Just enough to get them floating, lifting, rising up. Lighter, lighter, lighter still, wonderfully light now, floating, lifting, rising up and up and up, lighter and lighter and lighter, wonderfully light now, just floating, lifting, rising up, rising up, rising up, higher and higher and higher. And you notice everyone's responding a little bit differently to these suggestions. As you go through the demonstration, you'll notice how each person responds a little bit differently. Now, when I touch your shoulder, your hands drop back into your lap, and you drop 10 times deeper in hypnosis. Sleep. 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 Relaxing, relaxing, sleep. 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 Now for a few of you, especially these people that I just touched, and for these people right down here, you may notice that you're touching the person next to you. And what you discover is where you're touching that person next to you, you've just become glued to that person. You just become stuck to that person. So tightly stuck that the harder you try to pull yourselves free, the more stuck you get. Go ahead and try to pull yourselves free right now. The harder you try, the more stuck you get. Getting stuck tighter and tighter and tighter. Very tightly stuck. And in fact, for people right here, you try to stand up, but as you try to stand up, you're still stuck together. As you try to stand up, you're still stuck together. And now you break free. And sleep. Dropping deeper and deeper and deeper still. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. You can sit up straight here, so relaxing deeper. Relaxing deeper. Relaxing deeper. Now for all of you, you now all discover, each of you can now sit up straight. You now all discover, as you're sitting here, that the person sitting next to you is beginning to smell. That person sitting next to you is beginning to smell. In fact, they're beginning to smell really awful. They smell like they haven't had a shower in a month. They're smelling terrible. But now you realize it's not that person next to you that smells so bad. It's you who smells so bad. You're the one who smells so bad. And the reason you smell so bad is when I count to 3, you're going to jump up as smelly, ugly monsters trying to scare the audience. Now be careful and stay close to your chairs as you do this. Stay close to your chairs as you do this. At the count of 3, jump up as smelly, ugly monsters. 1, 2, 3, jump! Freeze! And now you just continue to relax deeper and deeper and deeper. And relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper. Well, now you're no longer smelly, ugly monsters. You've now just become graceful ballet dancers, dancing a graceful ballet right now. Just go ahead and dance a graceful ballet. Just go ahead and dance a graceful ballet for everyone. And now go ahead and ballet your way back to a seat and sit back down once again. For the person I'm touching right now, I'm going to have you walk down towards the center. When you get to the seat roughly in the center of the group, you're going to discover as you try to sit down that you've forgotten how to sit down. You go ahead right now, step down, and open your eyes to see where you're going. When you get down in one of those 2 seats near the center, you're going to go and try to sit down, but when you get there, you've forgotten how to sit down. Now you remember how to sit down. All right. Now, for those of you patiently waiting off to the side, I'm going to you guys come out here for a moment. And each of you just continue to relax deeper and deeper and deeper. Actually, why don't you come over here and stand in front of one of these chairs? Just come over here and stand in front of one of these empty chairs. Yeah. We've got about 5 chairs here. I think we've got 5 of you. Yeah. Perfect. That works. All right. Now, are each of you ready to be hypnotized right now? And you're ready to be hypnotized right now, is that right? Okay, why don't you step about half a step back, I want you right next to that chair. And I want you to focus up on my eyes. As you're focusing on my eyes, take a real deep breath, and sleep. Relaxing deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. And just focusing on my eyes. Keep focusing, take a real deep breath. Sleep! Relaxing deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper. More and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Are you ready to be hypnotized right now? All right, deep breath, and sleep. Just letting yourself drop deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and sleep. Dropping deeper, and deeper, and deeper, more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. And you've been watching everybody being hypnotized, and whether you realize it or not, you've already been put into a deep hypnosis. You may not realize you're standing here, but as you're standing here, you discover that your legs are so stiff and rigid, the harder you try to step forward, the more stiff you get. Go ahead and try to take a step forward right now. The harder you try to move forward, the more stuck you get. Get stuck tighter and tighter and tighter right now. And as you're going even deeper, what I'm going to do is take this arm. As I take this arm, it gets stuck right there. And the harder you try to move that arm, the more it sticks right now. Trying as hard as you can to move that arm and stuck tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And right now, when you touch your forehead, the only one touching your forehead, your name is stuck in your mouth. And the harder you try to say your name, the more it sticks. Go ahead and try to say your name right now. Go ahead and try to say your name. And when I go over your forehead, your name pops out.
Tim.
Sleep. Relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Each of you continue relaxing even more. Relaxing even more. Just letting yourselves continue deeper and deeper and deeper. And all of you continue to go still deeper into hypnosis, much, much deeper into hypnosis. And in fact, right now, you're all so deep in hypnosis that for just a few seconds, you discover that the harder you try to stand up out of your chair, the more stuck you get. You may go ahead and try to stand up right now, but the harder you try to stand up, the more stuck you're getting stuck tighter and tighter and tighter. And now it's as though somebody's put itching powder on your chair. Somebody's put itching powder on your chair. And now, thankfully, it's been washed free. Now it's been washed free and you're doing much better. And you can sit back down and relax even deeper. Relax even deeper. Relax even deeper. Deeper and deeper still. More and more relaxed. Now I'm going to have you stand up for just a moment. I'm going to have you come over here. And by the way, you guys can move out of your chairs if you need to, but for now, just stay there, relaxed very, very deeply. Very, very deeply. You just stand there for a moment. Just stay standing. As you're standing there, I'm also going to have you stand up for a moment and come with me. And you just come right over here as well. Now for two of you, in just a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers. When I do, you each come out of hypnosis. However, you completely forget you've just been hypnotized. In fact, you are sure you have never been hypnotized and are sure I cannot hypnotize you or anyone. So when I snap my fingers, you come out of hypnosis, sure you have never been hypnotized, sure I cannot hypnotize you or anyone. However, every time I say the words, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to jump up from wherever you are, point at me and scream, "You are a fraud!" So every time I say the words, ladies and gentlemen, you jump up from wherever you are, point at me and scream, "You are a fraud!" As I snap my fingers out of hypnosis, forgetting everything we've done, sure you've never been hypnotized. All right, well, I want to thank both of you very much for volunteering, but why don't you take a seat right in the front row up there, if you would. You just go ahead and take a seat up there. So, at this point, everyone just continue to relax deeper and deeper and deeper, more and more. Yeah, why don't you just grab a seat right in the middle up there. Both of you up right up with you. Yeah, that's good. All right. Well, since we've lost a couple more volunteers, I just want to check. Are there any other ladies and gentlemen who'd like to volunteer?
You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Okay, why don't you have a seat, please? And you just continue relaxing. So, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to... Yes, you said that already. Would you please sit down? Okay. Well, I apologize for these interruptions, ladies and gentlemen, but Is there a problem here?
Yeah.
What's the problem? I can't do this. I can't hypnotize people? Is there a problem here?
No.
Is there a reason you're up on stage? What are you up on stage?
Volunteers.
Oh, you're volunteering? Actually, I'm going to have you go and sit down.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to confuse you. But now, yeah.
Two, so, I mean,
That's okay. That's okay. So, I'm sorry. You say I can't hypnotize people. Okay. What about you? All right. Well, have either of you ever been hypnotized? No. No. I can't hypnotize you at all, can I? So I can't just go sleep, and you both drop deeper and deeper and deeper. And now when I snap my fingers, you awaken, forgetting what just happened. And awaken. All right, now you say I can't hypnotize you, right? Why don't you two both, are you going to keep interrupting me when I'm talking?
probably.
Probably?
Yeah.
Why don't you come up here for a moment? Both of you, in fact. Okay. And what is your name?
Sammy?
Sammy? And what is your name?
Zoe.
Zoe. Okay. Now, Zoe, have you ever been hypnotized?
No.
And there's no way I can hypnotize you.
No, I'm not creative.
Absolutely can't. Zoe, Sammy, is there any way I can hypnotize Zoe? There's no way I can just walk over to Zoe and just go sleep. Can I do that? What just happened to Zoe?
She's asleep.
Do you think she's hypnotized? Why is she asleep?
I don't know.
Well, now when I snap my fingers, you come out of hypnosis, completely forgetting the number 5 and your name. Both the number 5 and your name completely vanish. All right. Now, have you ever been hypnotized? And what's your name?
I don't know.
You don't know. It sounds like you're having some memory problems here. Let me just do a quick memory test, okay? Why don't you turn this way so everyone can see you? I want you to count out loud from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Go ahead.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Now, that's a little slow, so let's just make sure of this. Let me do another memory test. Normally, how many fingers do you have on both hands put together? Without counting, how many fingers do you normally have? 10. Okay, hold your hands. Let's count how many, nice and hot so we can see. Let's figure out how many fingers you have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. No?
That doesn't seem right.
Well, maybe you just count it. Let's just count one hand, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Okay. And I'll start with the other hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
6 and 6 are,
What?
how much is 6 and 6?
12.
So you have 12 fingers.
I don't know.
You don't know. You have no idea right now. And Zoe, do you have any idea what your name is? You have any idea what your name is? Okay, well, I'll tell you. Do you think I can hypnotize Sammy?
No.
Can I hypnotize her? There's no way I can just go sleep. Can I do that?
Why is she sleeping? I don't know.
Well, now when I snap my fingers, everything is normal except everything you say comes out with a loud clucking of a chicken. No matter what you say, it comes out with a loud clucking of a chicken. All right, now have you ever been hypnotized? Have you ever been hypnotized? Okay, what's your name? Okay, well, she needs to have somebody count her fingers. Could you count her fingers for her? And nice and loud, so hold up your hands so she can count. Go ahead and count her fingers. Going down to make sure we're getting it right. All right. How many is that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got the right number of fingers back. Everything's fine. Just want to make sure there's one minor thing. Are either of you going to continue to interrupt me when I talk to these ladies and gentlemen?
You're a fraud.
You're a fraud.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're a fraud.
That's what I thought you said. Okay. In that case, I just have one thing to say to both of you. Each take a step closer here. Sleep! Now as I touch your forehead, all suggestions removed. Your name is back, number 5 is back, you no longer cluck like a chicken, and neither of you respond when I say the words, ladies and gentlemen. As I go over your forehead, you open your eyes just long enough to take a seat. As you sit back down, your eyes closed, you drop very deep into hypnosis. Go ahead and open your eyes and take your seat once again. And let's give a big round of applause to Zoe and Sammy. Now for all of you, for each and every one of you up here, and sleep, each and every one of you up here, now you discover you're all going back in time. You're going back to the days of King Arthur and his noble knights. In fact, you are now Knights of the Round Table. And as Knights of the Round Table, it's your job to slay a fire-breathing dragon that's right in front of you. Now, it's only about a step in front of you. Be aware of all the knights around you fighting that dragon. You're fighting the dragon in front of you, not the knights next to you. So right now, you are going, at the count of 3, you're going to jump up and attack that dragon. First, get your swords in your hand. Right now, everyone get your swords ready. Swords ready? At the count of 3, up you go. 1, 2, 3, go! And count, start swinging. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. And look out, the dragon's moving fire. And now, before you're ready to recharge, go ahead and take another swing. And you've done it. You've slain the dragon. And you are heroes, everyone. Hold your swords high. And these are brave and noble knights. Nothing frightens these people. Nothing at all. Nothing except that little white mouse just ran in front of you. Look out for that mouse. Now, who's going to be brave enough to slay that mouse? Who's brave enough? Somebody be brave enough to slay that mouse. Who's brave? All right. I'll let you go out there. You go out there. Get that mouse. Right there, right in front of you. Slay it right there. You've done it. You've done it. Hold up your prize for everyone to see. Our bravest knight of all, ladies and gentlemen. You can step over here. Now, all of you, go ahead and stand back up again. You can stand back up once again. As you stand up right now, you are all back to being brave, noble knights. All of you are brave, noble knights. You can stand up as well if you'd like. And now, as you're standing here, I think they did a great job slaying that dragon. Would you agree? Yeah. Well, in that case, you're all getting a promotion. Gentlemen, you are promoted to handsome prince. You are now a handsome prince. Looking very handsome, wearing very expensive, very fancy clothes, looking sharp, looking great. Ladies, you are promoted to beautiful princess, wearing beautiful clothes, looking beautiful, looking stunning. In fact, everyone, show off how great you look. Everyone, show off how beautiful, how handsome you are. There we go. You're looking great. But as you're doing this, you notice there's something dripping on you from the ceiling. In fact, it's a water pipe that just burst and spilled all over you. Ah, you're filthy now. But fortunately, we've got buckets of water next to you. You can pick up those buckets of water and splash each other clean. Go ahead and pick up those buckets of water and splash each other clean. There we go. That's doing great. That is doing fantastic. You're nice and clean, but now you're all wet. So you've got to dry yourselves off as fast as you can. Go ahead and dry yourselves off as fast as you can. And that's working, but your clothes are beginning to shrink. They're getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So tight now you're frozen right where you are. You can't move a muscle. You're completely frozen right where you are and you can't move a muscle. As you're standing here frozen, you realize your elbows begin to itch and you can't move to scratch your elbow. But now when I snap my fingers, you're able to move, but the harder you try to scratch your elbow, the more you miss. You keep missing your elbow. But now you can help your neighbor scratch their elbow. Go ahead and help your neighbor scratch their elbow. And now your hand gets caught on their elbow. They won't let go. You can't get your hand free. Go ahead and try to pull free of their elbow. What do you think? Should we let them go?
No.
Oh, you guys are mean. Okay, I'm going to let you go right now. There you go. And in fact, now you can go ahead and line yourselves up, take a seat, line yourselves up once again, please. That's wonderful. Now, as you're doing that, I've just heard some bad news. We have got too many princes and princesses in this kingdom. So you're all fortunately going to have to find new jobs. Now, fortunately, we do have a job opening for a court jester, a court fool. So, when I count to 3, you're going to become the biggest fool you can be. You're going to become a court jester, be the biggest fool you can be. And again, be aware of all the people around you and be aware of the size of the stage. 1, 2, 3. Be a big fool right now. Make a fool of yourself. Our court jesters, everyone. That was fantastic. Well done, everyone. I just got some more bad news. Anybody goes to Waukesha North is no fool, so you're all disqualified. That means we have to find a new profession for these people. Somebody give me a profession.
Magician.
Magician. You're now magicians. All of you are doing magic acts right now. And now you're all going to try to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Except what you pulled up was a lion. Oh, it's the wrong hat. Well, I'll take another profession.
Singer.
I'm going to hold on that one for a moment. Another one.
Doctor.
Doctors, you're now all surgeons, standing up, doing very delicate surgery. Stand up and do delicate surgery. You can join me, doctor. Stand up doing very delicate surgery now. And as you're doing this, you notice you're about to sneeze. And you just sneeze now! And you just got all over the patient. You got to clean it up. There we go. That takes care of it. I'll take another idea.
Teacher.
I'm sorry?
Dancer.
Okay.
Horse.
I'm sorry?
Horse.
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 Oh, horse. You're now all horses. Not exactly a profession, but I'll go with it. And now you're horseback riders. Except now, that's a bull you're riding. You're bull riders. And you did it. You wore out the bull. I'll take one more.
A teacher.
You're now all teachers. And now you're a school principal. Now earlier somebody suggested singers, so now you're all singers. Okay, that was pretty good, but I can't tell how well you are, how good each of you are, because you're all singing at once. So everyone's take a seat. Line yourselves up and take a seat. Because I notice you're really great singers. In fact, you are such great singers right now, we're going to have a singing contest. And each of you are going to stand up. We've got so many of you, you're only going to have about 5 or 10 seconds to sing. So keep it short, and please keep it clean. We're in a high school. So stand up and sing whatever you like. I'll let you be our first contestant. We're going to stand up and sing. Right?
La 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 la.
All right, good enough. You can have a seat. Your turn. Give it the best shot. Sing whatever you'd like. All right. Thank you. Your turn. Win the contest.
Mary had a little and faces white as snow.
Thank you. Your turn.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Thank you. Your turn.
Oh, say, kids, the dogs will be right.
Thank you. Your turn.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Your turn.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Thank you. Your turn.
My little pony, my little pony.
Thank you. Your turn. Stand up here.
Mary had a little lamb.
Thank you. Thank you. Your turn.
And just for friends, we'll put things together, you as blue and me.
Thank you. Your turn.
Good for you, you look happy and healthy. If you even care to ask.
Thank you. Your turn.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
Thank you. Your turn. Stand up and sing.
Oh, say, can you see? That's all I got.
And your turn.
Happy birthday to you.
Your turn.
California girls working together.
Thank you. Your turn.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Thank you. Your turn.
Hit me with your best shot, do your best shot.
Thank you. Your turn.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Your turn.
Smelly cat, smelly cat, what are they feeding there?
Your turn.
I got my driver's license last week.
And your turn.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Good enough. Thank you. All right. And each of you relax even deeper. Just continue deeper and deeper. Well, now I'm going to let you people decide who's going to be our winner in this contest. Vote by applause as I walk past each person. Vote by applause as I walk past each person. And you can vote by applause as I go past each person. I think this is going to be a done deal here, but I'll make it official. All right, we've got a very close vote between two people. So you know what? I feel generous today. So I'm going to allow two winners. Is that okay with you? Yes. So you're a winner. And you're a winner. Congratulations to both of you. What do you have to say to your fans?
Thank you so much.
What do you have to say?
I appreciate the kindness.
Our winners, everyone. Now, I think they did a great job. Everybody up here did a great job. Would you agree? Yes. All right, in that case, everybody gets a prize. In fact, all of you have a prize envelope in your hand right now. Open up and see what it says. Open up that prize envelope and see what it says. It says you just won an all-expense-paid ski trip to Aspen. And you guys love to ski. So now get on the airplane because we're flying to Aspen. So go ahead and fasten your seatbelts and get on the plane. There we go. And the plane is now taking off. As we're cruising along at our cruising altitude right now, what you're discovering is that that person sitting next to you is your favorite celebrity. You've just discovered that person next to you is your favorite celebrity. Oh wait, did I say favorite celebrity? I meant least favorite celebrity. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it was just a look-alike. My apologies. Well, now as we're flying along here, everything's going well except for one small problem. The next 3 times, and only the next 3 times, I say the word bite, the chair you're sitting in is going to nip you. So as we're going along here, I know it's early in the morning, but I want to make sure, did everyone get a bite to eat for breakfast? Would you guys sit back down, please? Because I know lunch is still a couple hours away, but we'll have this wrapped up by lunch. So then, if you haven't eaten yet, you'll get a bite. You know, if there's something wrong with that chair, check it. Make sure it's okay. If it's okay, sit back down. Where you're acting, it's almost like that chair could bite. Oh, wait, I see the problem. You're sitting in the wrong chair. Just trade chairs with somebody. They'll take care of the whole thing. If you just sit in a different chair, that'll take care of everything. Or just grab a different seat. There we go. That takes care of it. Yep, we got a chair over here to eat from. And now that chair you're sitting in does not, and I stress, does not bite. In fact, that chair is now very comfortable. That chair you're sitting in right now is very, very comfortable. Why, that chair is the most comfortable thing you've ever sat in. That chair is so amazingly comfortable. That chair just became your boyfriend or girlfriend right now. That chair just became your boyfriend or girlfriend. Now, remind you, we're in public right now, but right now your boyfriend or girlfriend would love to go dancing. Your boyfriend or girlfriend would love to go dancing. So go ahead and stand up and go dancing. Beware of all the other people on the dance floor. There's a lot of people on the dance floor right now, but go dancing with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And now when I count to 3, you realize that your boyfriend or girlfriend is just a piece of furniture. 1, 2, 3. However, it's still a comfortable piece of furniture to sit on, so line yourselves up once again. Line yourselves up once again, please. That's good. And if you need to, I think you got to make a little space here for somebody. There we go. That's wonderful. Thank you. Well, now everything seems to be back to normal, and we're almost to Aspen. There's only one problem. We're running behind schedule. In fact, we're so late you're going to have to get off the plane very quickly. To do that, put your parachutes on right now. Everyone, put your parachutes on. As you put your parachutes, when I count to 3, you jump out of the plane and pull the ripcord. 1, 2, 3, jump! And you pull the ripcord, and the chute opens and pulls you standing straight up. And you're standing straight up as you start floating down. Floating down. Floating down. As you're floating down, you realize you're going to miss the land by a few feet, and you're going to land in a cold, icy lake. You've got to blow the parachute over to land. Blow the parachute to the land. There you go, you've done it. You've done it. And now you're coming down to a nice, soft, smooth landing on a slippery patch of ice. But now you've got ice skates on. Now be careful, it's a very, very narrow area to ice skate in. It's very narrow. But you can go ice skating now. That's good. And in fact, you're not average ice skaters. You're Olympic figure skaters now. And now you've come to the end of the ice. So now you can put your skis on. Go ahead and put your skis on. And now you're starting to ski downhill. Starting to ski on down. It's going faster and faster. And as you're skiing on down, you turn to the right. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Look out for the trees. What do you think of our skiers, everyone? Well, now it's time for all of our skiers. Line yourselves up in front of the chairs again. Line yourselves up. You don't have to sit down. Just stand in front of the chairs. As you line up in front of the chairs, you're up for a real challenge. You're about to go off the ski jump. So when I count to 3, you start going down the ski jump. When I say jump, you jump straight up in the air. Again, at the count of 3, you go down the jump. When I say jump, you jump straight in the air. 1, 2, 3, going down, 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 faster, 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 jump! And there you are, soaring through the air now. You're doing such a great job, you can do tricks on your skis. Go and do tricks on your skis. And now you come to a perfect landing. Our ski jumpers, everyone. So now you've got some time to play in the snow. In fact, now you're 5 years old playing in the snow. You're 5-year-olds playing in the snow, having fun playing in the snow. That's right, you're 5 years old playing in the snow. And now as you're playing in the snow, people out here making faces at you. What are you 5-year-olds going to do about these people out here making faces? Well, let's forget about those people, because we've got a surprise for all you 5-year-olds. All of you stand up here, stand up. And right by your feet, we've got a bunny rabbit, a snow bunny. Go ahead and pick up the bunny rabbit. And hold that bunny rabbit. And that's a cute little bunny. It's got the fluffy tail, the long ears, the nice sharp fangs that are biting you. Yeah, you have to get that rabbit pretty quick. And now, that bite doesn't hurt, but it does make you feel very old. You now feel very, very old. And as very old people, you're hobbling along, and you realize you've forgotten your teeth. You don't have any teeth in. You got to call out for your teeth. You think people out here have your teeth? Go ahead and call out for your teeth. Call nice and loud for your teeth. Oh, wait, your teeth are in your back pocket. Your teeth are in your back pocket. Go ahead and put your teeth in. They're in your back pocket. There you go. That's so much better now. Except for one little problem. Those are somebody else's teeth. Your teeth are in the other pocket. There you go. Now, while these wonderful elderly people are putting their teeth in, I'm going to take an idea from the audience. What would you like to see these elderly people do? Dance. Now you're all, what kind of dance? Cartwheel. I'm not going to do cartwheel. What kind of?
Cupid slide. It's called Cupid shuffle.
Now you're going to try to do, I'm sorry, what was that?
Cupid shuffle.
The Cuban shuffle. If you don't know how to do it, just fake it. It's very old people trying to do the Cuban shuffle. Very old people trying to do the Cuban shuffle. I'll take another idea. Now you're trying to do the salsa. Very old people trying to do the salsa.
Oh, slow dance.
Slow dance. Well, I'm going to hold off on slow dance for now.
The Macarena.
The Macarena. You're now trying to do the Macarena as very old people. Any other ideas? Now you're trying to walk with a cane. Now go ahead and try to, and now as you're out here, you're getting pretty cold. So you need to go, you're getting really cold right now. It's cold out here. And you need to get yourself back into the lodge. So hobble your way with that cane back into the lodge. And when you get back, you go ahead and sit back down. We got another chair down here. And good news is you sit back down, you're back to your normal age. And you're back to being healthy and normal once again. Except I'm pretty sure we went to the wrong lodge, because when you open your eyes, you're going to see everybody in the audience sitting here. You're going to see everyone in the audience sitting here with clown noses. So at the count of 3, open your eyes. It's got everybody out here who has clown noses. Open your eyes, 1, 2, 3. And sleep. And now, everybody out here is no longer got clown noses, but each of you are now dressed as clowns. You think everybody on stage, including yourself, is dressed as clowns. 1, 2, 3. And now you are clowns. Go ahead and stand up and be clowns. And now you go ahead and sit back down. As you sit back down, everything goes back to normal. Now everything's back to normal. You're finally to the right lodge. And you've worked up quite an appetite today. And right in front of you, we've got a delicious buffet of food. In fact, you are so hungry, you just want to stuff your face as fast as you can. So at the count of 3, you start making pigs of yourselves, stuffing your face as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, go! Start making pigs of yourselves, eating faster, 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 faster. And now the person next to you just took your favorite food. And now you've got your food back. You've got your food back. You can sit back down if you're not in a chair. And you have eaten so much, you are stuffed. You are completely stuffed. You've eaten so much, you just gained 200 pounds. You just gained 200 pounds. And now you've got to stand up 200 pounds heavier than normal in a snowman building contest. Stand up and go outside, try to build a snowman 200 pounds heavier than normal. And that's good enough right there. Go ahead and go back into the lodge and sit back down. Well, now I've got some good news. All that exercise you just did building the snowman just took the weight off. You're back to your normal weight. But now as you're sitting here, you hear a telephone ringing. It's coming from your shoe. Your shoe is ringing. Everyone, answer your shoe. Oh, it's a prize committee. They made a terrible mistake. They thought that you were the cheerleaders for Waukesha North. So as you do a huge cheer for North, you're going to have to pay for this trip yourself. So everyone, go ahead and hang up your shoe, put it back on. Give everyone a moment or so to put your shoe back on. And the good news is, when I count to 3, you are cheerleaders for North. 1, 2, 3. Do a huge cheer for North. What do you think about cheerleaders, everyone? Congratulations, you've done it. You've won your prize and cheered your way all the way back here to North High School. So I'm going to go ahead and take a seat once again. Take a seat once again. And sleep. Now, in just a couple of moments, I'm going to bring each of you out of hypnosis. What I do, you're going to forget the details of what happened. You're going to remember you were hypnotized, but you forget what happened while you were hypnotized. Everything just fades away like a dream, just disappearing. However, after you're out of hypnosis, the first 2 times, and only the first 2 times, I say the words, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen." You're going to jump up yelling, "The British are coming, the British are coming." You're going to jump up yelling, "No, they're not, no, they're not." You become a jack-in-the-box, jumping up and down, going, "Boing, boing, 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 boing." You think you're a spy sneaking around the stage. You think you're a basketball player. You think you're a baseball player. You think you're a volleyball player. You think you're a lion. You think you're an elephant. You think you're a dinosaur. You think you're a giraffe. Somebody give me an animal.
Chicken.
You think you're a chicken. Think another animal.
Monkey.
You think you're a monkey. Another animal.
Walrus.
Walrus. You think you're a parrot. You think you're a pirate. Give me another animal. I'm sorry?
Penguin.
Penguin. You're a penguin. You're a sloth. I'll take a profession.
Karate.
You are now a karate expert. You think you're a supermodel. and you think you're a puppy dog. So now, at the count of 5, each of you is out of hypnosis. Forgetting the details of what happened here, but remember you had a wonderful time and greatly enjoyed being hypnotized, feeling refreshed, alert, awake and aware like you just woke up from a good nap. 1, feeling good. 2, feeling very good. 3, feeling wonderful. 4, feeling great. And 5, wide awake. Open your eyes, take a deep breath, and stretch a bit. Refreshed, alert, awake and aware. Let's give a round of applause to our volunteers. Now, in a few moments, I'm going to be opening up again to questions and answers, but what I want to point out here today is, because I know we had some people wandering a little bit late, that what you've just seen here today has just been some fun, enjoyable things with hypnosis. But as I talked about a little earlier, hypnosis has a more serious side as well. It can be used to help people quit smoking, lose weight, reduce stress, improve your job performance, your sports, anything you'd like to change or improve, your studies. And after this, I'll be answering questions about that and getting more into detail about what happened here. But for now, I'd just like to say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to go ahead and have a seat. Also, as I mentioned earlier, I have put this on film, and I want to check, because I may post this to YouTube. Would anybody object if I post this up on an open file on YouTube? I know you've already signed permission slips, but I want to make sure everyone here is okay with that. If you're okay with it, please just raise your hand. All right, just want to make sure everything's cool here. So with that, I'd just like to say once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And you can have a seat once again. Right, what were you doing back behind that curtain over there?
I'm a spy.
You're a spy? Did you want to admit that you were a spy?
No.
Okay, so what are you really?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll come up with something.
I like hiding.
Oh, you like hiding. That makes sense. That works. Okay. Well, just to make sure all suggestions are moved, I'd like to say once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am hypnotist Paul Knight, and as I mentioned a moment ago, we'll open up again for questions, but that concludes this portion of the demonstration and our talk. Thank you, everyone.